I like to think you'll see him making a lot of plays. I mean, he's shown up a lot here in camp so far. He's been running with the ones, and we're rotating guys in and out, and there's competition, and been pleased with his mindset. And he's that guy that's got a burst that can really run, and that you'd like to see made a big hit on 3rd and 1 today. That feel like if it was live, it would have been a stop. And so he's got some explosiveness that you like from that will linebacker. That I think people will, there'll be some ooh and ah plays, I think, from OC when it's all said and done.
OC Brothers was a guy I feel like he really flashed last year after transferring into to this program on special teams. Does that in any way contribute, do you think, what he's able to produce so far in fall camp?
Anytime you play, it's experience, and that's what I keep telling these guys is I love the way we practice. I love the way Coach Brown, we got everything set up because we get a lot of walkthroughs, we get a lot of reps. And if they're really locked in and taking advantage of those things, then that experience, along with the playing experience on a special team of being out there underneath the lights, all those things factor into playing confident and not thinking while you're playing, and then you can use your athletic ability the way you're supposed to.
What have you thought of the development of Jacob Walberg, and what type of moments?
I've been really, really happy with Jacob. He's really worked at it. He has. I think he's become more athletic. We've talked to him a lot about stretching and getting more flexible in his hips, and he's done that. You can see him, he's running better. He understands the defense much better. He makes calls, he's a very good communicator, and we're going to count on him to play some reps this year.
So when the linebackers are at their best, they're doing what? Are they the leading tacklers of the defense? Are they? What is happening when the linebackers are
Well,
at their
we
best?
can't do anything without those guys in front of us, and we're very fortunate because we've got a great D-line coach and a really deep set of defensive linemen, and so those guys will make plays up front. Branson Dean's going to make some tackles for loss, but if we are keying what we're supposed to key and things really function the way they're supposed to, then you'd like to think your inside backers are going to be in your top 3 of tackles. Safeties have become more active as you drop them down in the box, and so that factors in as well, how much we're doing that. But I'd like to think that those guys should be leading the way.
I know Jalen Graham's not practicing with you guys now, but he probably will show up on the field in some capacity. But is there a guy that you've been around similar to Jalen in the past that just with the versatility that he has to play
I said,
at all 3 levels of the defense?
I said to Coach English the other day, like in the spring, he looked kind of skinny and you're kind of worried about him. And the light went on once he got cleared, whatever, this summer. And I mean, he looks like $1 million. And in those, until the other day when he went out, like there was times where I was exactly what I'm saying, wow, like you don't see that very often. I mean, he's a special football player. He doesn't get tired. Like there was the end of one practice the other day, and he was running full speed, and I just, he's just, there's been a few wow moments where it's like, man, I don't know that I realized last year how really good he is, and how many different things he can do. Coverage, he's looks like he's stronger, bigger. I think he was up to maybe 220, so we can use him in the box if we need to, but then obviously he can play out in space.
Ben Fowles is back.
Yeah. Well, and really, it's a combination of Ben and CJ. Based on situation, offensive personnel in the game, the next guy to come in is more than likely going to be a safety, a defensive back. If we're playing, a run team, a 21-12 personnel team, then we're always going to have a true guy from my room, a Sam Backer that's 230 pounds plus, and those guys should be able to come in and play on the tight end and give us some run support.
You feel like you have the versatility to, if you're playing that spread team, to put guys in there that's their strength, as opposed to maybe playing, Wisconsin,
yes.
more guys.
That's the thing I think we're excited. I know Ron's excited about. Once we get everybody healthy, we've got some DBs. We got some DBs that we can sub in and play, match speed and match athleticism with our defensive backs, and you're starting to see some of those corners come back, and some of those other guys at safety, like you're getting Jalen back, and I think it was Antonio Stevens was starting to come on. So we feel like healthy. We can be really multiple with our personnel.